Well, today's Delmarva Life is all about matters of the heart. From the signs of heart disease to knowing the best numbers for your blood pressure to a condition that affects children that many parents might not even know about.
Plus, we've heard the adage, dying of a broken heart. Thing is, it really can happen. We'll tell you how.
And one of the key ways to stay heart healthy is to eat right. But many of you don't want to give up on taste. Well, coming up, we have some comfort food recipes with heart-smart alternatives, including chocolate cake.
And even I'm getting involved in matters of the heart. Coming up, a special Where is Brian segment that's celebrating Valentine's Day.
Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from Historic Studio D.
And we'd like to welcome our studio audience today. I'm seeing lots of red out there.
Yeah.
And tiaras.
We've got royalty.
Oh.
How cool is that?
Yeah. How cool is that? Thanks for coming, guys.
Coming, guys.
You know, it is Valentine's Day.
It is.
And one of our favorite sheriffs around.
He is.
Is at it again. Queen
Yes.
Anne's County Sheriff Gary Hoffman has made his Valentine's Day plea to get some help catching people on his most wanted list. And here it is.
Hi, as many of you know, Valentine's Day is my most favorite holiday. I'm actually sitting here right now writing cards out to my favorite Valentines. Last year I actually sat around. No one took me up on my offer for flowers or roses. I sat here a long time last year waiting for this. But this year, as I prepare my Valentine's Day cards for my special Most Wanted Valentines, I'm actually making a special offer. And this offer is to you, the spouses or significant others out there. If you give us information, the first tip that leads us to the arrest of our most wanted Valentines, I will personally give you a dozen roses.
Ooh.
As well as a separate card that you can have, and no one will know about this Valentine's special.
Yeah.
This will be between just you and me.
You know, we had him on this show last year because we saw the video from last Valentine's Day, and we had such a fun time with it. He is really he's a fun guy,
and he's very good at his job too. Don't think he's all fun. He's business too.
Right. He means serious business. So yeah.
Oh really? Our producer was just telling us they're all, the top 10 are all women.
All women
on the most wanted list. So that means the spouse could
be.
You figure that one out.
Yeah, right.
Queen Anne's County Sheriff looking for you.
Big talk of the day, of course, U.S. Airways merging with American Airlines.
And that affects us too, doesn't it?
Yesterday, yes, as a matter of fact. Now, a lot of people are worried about what this means, and what it basically means is U.S. Airways is buying the bankrupt assets of American Airlines.
Okay.
And they are going to come together, but they're going to fly under the American Airlines
logo?
Title, logo,
okay.
Everything. But the management is going to be prominently U.S. Airways management. So
it's a literal merging.
Yeah, it's a merging. It's solid. And what does that mean for Salisbury? Because we have Piedmont Airlines, which operates under U.S. Airways. Really not a whole lot, except for maybe within 6 months to a year, we're going to start seeing American Airlines painted on the
and they've got a new logo now, right?
They do, right there. They actually unveiled this a couple weeks ago, and if you look at it, it kind of segues into the U.S. Airways look a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I think they released this a couple weeks ago so that the merger would kind of all gel to see.
And of course they just confirmed that this morning. So
Yeah.
wow, how about that? So it's all a good thing.
It's all a good thing. And there's some reports that tickets might be a little more expensive because of this merger.
With no competition.
But my husband, who kind of knows a little bit about airlines, was saying,
being the manager of the Salisbury Ocean City Regional,
was saying that they have to compete with the other airlines, the Southwest and the Delta and all that. So that might not be the case. He doesn't think it's going to be the case. So
good thing.
Yeah,
all the way
good
around.
thing.
There's been a whole lot going on with the post office lately. I have lost track of the phenomenal numbers. They say how much money they're losing. Blah,
billions.
Blah, blah. Billions upon billions. One of the things has been, the Saturday cutback on mail. Well, in Deal Island, it's a little different situation.
Yeah.
And if you kind of put yourself in the mindset of smaller towns, maybe even down to villages, it's understandable. As a matter of fact, if you look real close there on the right, that's the old post office in Deal Island. Anyway, what a lot of the people there say is it's not just the post office. They don't just deliver the mail. It's like the center of the community.
Right.
It's where everybody gets together. They talk to each other and all kinds of things. Anyway, they learned that their post office hours are actually going to get cut back to 8 to noon during the week and 8 to 11 on Saturdays.
Right.
And there'll be arrangements for picking up packages and things like that. The good news is the 2 employees at the post office are going to keep their jobs, but there's going to be a cutback in hours. There's really nothing they can say or do about it.
So you'll have to find another place to go pick up the town gossip and things like that.
I guess so. They said, well, can't we do it in the afternoon? They said no, because the 3:45 is the cutoff for mail delivery. So they just moved it to morning. So
interesting.
it's going to work out okay.
Oh. Remember we were talking about a public engagement session in Lewis for people to learn about the rising ocean levels.
Yes.
We talked about this, I think, on Monday.
Yes.
You know, just to find out what's going to happen. Are we going to end up being underwater soon? Well, take a look. This is South Bethany Beach after Sandy hit. There are over 100 people. There were over 100 people, crammed into
this little room at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, and they were talking about, you know, well, this is going to happen. The seas are going to rise. What are we going to do? So it was a 3-hour meeting, and there were actually some statistics that came out. The State Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Control's 24-member Sea Level Rise Advisory Committee says the expected sea level rise could gradually but permanently flood 11% of Delaware. Okay?
Oh my.
As many as 20,000 dwellings and 32% of the state's manufactured homes will be flooded when this happens. And there's, of course, going to be a higher incidence of extreme storm flooding.
Wow.
So
if you think about that, that's about a third of a county.
Yeah.
A little more than a third
and
of a county.
we're talking all 3 counties.
Yeah.
They're saying the Port of Wilmington is really going to be suffering some damages. Now, this meeting was last night. The next meeting is coming up in Dover on the 25th. So if suddenly this has gotten your attention and you're wanting to know more about it, then the next meeting is on the 25th in Dover, and you can find out, because it's some really amazing numbers there.
Yeah. If you're amazed at what happens at night in the forest, boy, do we have something for you. Furnance Town Living Heritage Museum is holding a guided nature hike to explore the night sights and sounds of the Pocomoke Forest and Nassawango Swamp. Now, they're saying, you know, make sure if you go, make sure you have sturdy shoes, and water-resistant shoes, and bring a flashlight.
That'd be a good idea.
Makes sense. It's Saturday, February 23rd. Meet at the Visitor Center at 6:45 if you want some more information, including how much it costs. 410-632-2032. Have fun, because I don't do forests at night. Or swamps.
But it would be cool. It would be great.
Yeah.
Take your Valentine, see how that works out.
There you go.
That's probably not a good idea. Anyway, I want to say congratulations to the Dover High School and Central Middle School students who were named to the 2013 Delaware All-State Band Ensemble and Choir. Good job. This is actually a picture of them. They were honored before the start of the Capital School District Board of Education meeting last night. The prestigious honor begins with 7th graders, so they've done good.
Yeah, a lot of Maryland kids also making it to All Shore and All State.
Yeah.
So we've got some great musicians here on Delmarva.
Great kids, great kids. If you were to look in the dictionary under the word overachiever, you would probably see Kyle Barga's picture.
There he is.
Let me explain why. Kyle is a senior at Mardella. He has now tallied 100 wins on the wrestling mat. He has also reached the highest rank for Boy Scouts as an Eagle Scout. Good job, Kyle. He has, this is his senior year. He's been wrestling for 4 years. He's made the regionals for 3 years, and he's going for states this year, because that meet starts tomorrow with the Bayside Championships in Cambridge.
Wow.
So
I don't know what's in his future. Wow.
That's
something good, definitely.
Wish I could have done something like that.
Yeah, right. In Milford, the 2nd Street Players 2013 Children's Dessert Theater season opens tomorrow. This is in Milford. They're going to be presenting Puss in Boots. It's for the whole family. It's affordable performance. It's Friday evening, February 15th. Now, if you go on Friday, there's no set ticket price. You just pay what you can afford.
Really?
But tickets for the Saturday and Sunday afternoon shows are $10 and available at the door. Now, here are the show times: 7 o'clock Friday, Saturday 1 p.m., Sunday 1 p.m. at the Riverfront Theater in Milford. So there you go. Nice, affordable, family fun event in Milford.
That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, we're talking matters of the heart, including what matters when it comes to your risk for heart disease. 1 in 4 Americans will die from it, but it's not too late to prevent it. How to know if you're at risk and how you can lower that risk.
We've all been heartbroken, but honest to goodness, can you really die from a broken heart? New research says yes. The science behind how love helps us live.
But first, Brian's somewhere on Delmarva. We need to guess where. Brian, we need that first clue.
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, here is your first of 2 clues. Hopefully will help. Here goes clue number 1. The town's motto deals with charm and progress. One more clue to go, and then I'll reveal where I am. Stay with us. You're watching Delmarva Life. We will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and Mitsubishi dealers. And State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.